Hey people, how you doing? My name's Fabian. I just went and wrong side voted. It's actually right now 7:37 p.m. 11/6/2018. Breaking news: Tennessee. It is GOP Republican. As you know me, I'm a Trump supporter. Obviously, I balance things out. Once in a while, I agree with him. Once in a while, I don't agree with him. Not in everything. I'm not a hardcore Trump supporter, but it makes sense to me. Which should make sense to you, but obviously I've been talking to Democratic parties and leftists, and something that don't make sense, and they're just hardcore, stuck to their thoughts. One thing I do gotta say, it's a change, a big change. This is not normal, and this midterms is not just like any other midterms there have been. This is very seriously. This actually reflects on Trump. And that's the reason I know that we're going to win. Big time. We're going to get the House back. And these couple years that we have in front of us are going to be very prosperous. Super prosperous. And there will be no way we could say, obviously no one's gonna give Trump the credit. They're gonna say, oh well, it's just the economy, the stock, it has nothing to do with Trump. But it does. It actually does. Whether you want to say it has to do with morally, it hypes up people, more investors feel comfortable. It has everything to do. Obviously, why did it not happen with Obama? Not one term, but 2 terms. Never happened. I did vote for Obama. Like I said, I'm not hardcore Republican. I vote, I see, I balance things out, and I go for what I think. The first time with Obama, I thought, well, okay, let's give, maybe morally, let's think morally. Let's think with our heart and our brains, and it'll work. Let's tell kids that whether they're any ethnicity, whether they're Mexican, blacks, Asian, whatever, it could happen. They could become that president. So I voted, heart-wise. Not much happened, as we know. Obviously, we blame Bush all the time. It's because all the mess that they did, it was hard for them to pick up. Okay, I give them 4 years. Second term, I didn't vote for him. And I didn't see a change. There was no change. And then they said, vote for Hillary, there will be a change. I didn't want to risk it. It was just too boring. It was too settled. People were hurting. People needed to work. They needed to be a balance, and there wasn't no balance. It was more a recession, the index, all that was just too crazy. So I didn't vote for him. I voted for Trump. Why? Because I liked him? No. Because if I voted for Hillary, it would be the same stuff like if I voted for Obama. So I wanted a change, whether it was a bad or a good one. I was ready for a change. I was a risker, not a passive. I'm not gonna just stay there, sit down, be like, okay. No, I needed a risk, and I think I did the right risk. We all did. As America, we all did the right risk. We all did the right risk. And now we're at midterms. After 2 years he's been president, we're at midterms. Very important. This reflects of how we're approving our chief of command, our president of the United States. And let me tell you, we're gonna get it. I'm saying it right now. It's 7:41 p.m. The way things are going, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I'm even so positive that for the first time, I believe we're gonna get California. Yes, I said it. Usually it's all, we know how it goes, California. Not this time. Not this time. While, just like the president, while people want to vote for him, they're not gonna say they did. Not because they're scared, not because they're embarrassed, because it's just, you vote for Trump is like, oh, you're a bad guy. You voted for Trump. You're just not thinking with your heart, and you're selfish, blah, 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 blah. Well, no, there's nothing about selfishness. We are nationalists. We're not globalists. I understand it affects us what happens global. It affects us in somehow, in some form. But that's too far from here. We're nationally, we want it right now. What affects us, we want to fix right here. We'll worry about the rest. But first, we gotta clean our house before we worry about how other people are living out there. It affects us, I understand that. But right now, we're worried about our own house. Let's fix our house and then we'll worry about the rest. Not that we're neglecting the rest. No, if something terrible happens out there, we're there. We stopped North Korea, Rocket Man. We stopped him right in his tracks, right? The trade agreement with China, we're letting them know, hey, check this out. You gotta play by the rules. Let's trade. We're doing certain things that we're letting the world know we ain't gonna get played around. So if you can agree with that as a Democratic, you're just blind. And I mean, come on, just go with the flow. Yeah, but he's doing walls. Okay, I understand. Don't be so unsettled. That's only one issue. But it seems like you want to get that issue and just say and surround him and say, oh, you're so terrible because you want to divide people. It's not about dividing. It's just about having the balance. I have a one question for you. Like I told you, they're Democratic, a leftist. Do you want open borders then? And he said, well, no, it shouldn't be open borders. But what then? Okay, so he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's balancing things out. You know, it's not like yeah, but he separated kids. No, kids been separated since back then. Right now, it's just, NBC, CNN, all that. It's just creating more hype because it's him. It is what it is. And for whether you're Democrat, Republican, every rule, every loophole, every vote, everything that goes through, there's gonna have a consequence. Every action has a reaction, and there's gonna have a negative and positive consequence. Whether you vote for Measure 8, 10, there's always a consequence. It's gonna be good for some and good for bad. Just like the recession, it was good for some. The ones that had enough money, they bought a lot of properties very cheap, and right now they're very wealthy. And they never thought they would become wealthy. It was good for them. For those that didn't, it was bad for them. It's called collateral damage. Okay. I hope it makes sense to you, because it makes sense to me, and I'm just an average Joe, Bob, whatever Joe, whatever you want to call me. I don't know what the term is that they use, but I'm just average, and I'm not even smart. I don't think I'm smart, but I'm smart enough just to see that it's working. I'm smart enough to see that people are happy. I'm smart enough to see that there's money actually going around, but it's not all about the money. Well, no, it actually is, because we've been 8 years, 10 years struggling. So finally we get a little taste, a little breathe, a little air that we could breathe, and everything's prosperity. Everything's going, and there's always collateral damage. Some are gonna suffer, and it's and I'm sorry. Yes, I do have feelings. It's not saying I don't have feelings, but right now I care about my country. That's my priority, and that's Trump's priority, and I like that about him. Right now it's just about us. Okay, not China, not Guatemala, Central America, not Mexico. Us, please. Just keep it us. And we'll help them. We have always helped people. Always, and it's never enough. So, no. Don't use that. That's lame. Don't try to use that as, well, you guys don't care. No. Everybody does. It's just, there's got to be a balance. With that said, we're going to win. I know we are. We're going to get the House. These 4 years, just even though if you're a Democrat, you're still going to get a taste of what it is to be prosper, what it is to open a small business. He's going to be one of the presidents that will change. I'm not sure if he's going to get the credit, but I'll tell you, these 4 years coming up, and he will, mark my words, just mark my words, he will be reelected. He will be reelected. Right now it's midterms, 11/6/2018. It's 7:47 p.m. He will be reelected, because how are you? I'm already feeling that. I'm a small business owner. Paco's Drywall. I do drywall for life. My LC L5 disc is messed up. I'm looking for my language because I gotta be politically correct. So they're messed up. My back is messed up. I'm 36. I don't think at 45, 50 I'll be hurting I need an operation. What I'm trying to say is that I work hard, very hard, and so should you. For what we want, you see all these backgrounds, you see all these pictures. I also live hard and I travel hard because I work hard, and I live life good. I'm blessed, not rich. I don't even know if I even get to middle class, but I'm assuming I am, I guess. I don't know, because there's a big gap now. But I'm happy. And I'm seeing what Trump is doing. I'm seeing what the stock market is doing. I'm seeing what the index, the the index economy is doing. I see the bonds. I see everything what's going on, and it wasn't happening with Obama. So I don't care how you say it, how you debate it, it's working. Whether it's even the hype, I don't care. I don't care if it's not even him. I don't care if it's just because of Trump and people, investors are feeling more comfortable throwing their money, the tax cuts, all that to the rich people. I don't care, but it's trickling down, I guess, and where I could say it's getting to me. Whether that trickling works or it doesn't, somehow it's working with for me. For me, I'm speaking for myself. Maybe not for you. For me, it's working. So that's all I gotta say. I agree with Trump. Some things I don't. Some things I think he should watch a little bit and be a little bit sensitive how you say because he hurts people. But nevertheless, I mean, he's saying the truth. The truth hurts, and he's saying the truth in so many subjects. Even though it sounds wrong, and we gotta be sensitive about it. You and I know he's saying the truth. I just wish he could just tone it down a little bit. That's him. It is what it is. Sometimes I don't know. He's just the way he is. But I don't care about that. I care about him doing his job as president, as chief of command, president of the United States, and he's doing. So thank you. Thank you. He's doing it. He's not doing it for the money, and he's not putting money in his pocket. Like Obama, he came in with, what, $1 million, whatever, $2 million, I don't know how many. And once his term was over, he's over $50 million. But we can't question that, right? He worked hard. Well, how? If he only gets $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year being a president, but now he has 35, 50 million. Okay, whatever, right? I mean, we don't look at that. Anyways, I'm gonna post this in YouTube because I wanted to stay in YouTube so everybody could see it, so they could know exactly what I'm saying and what's gonna happen. We're gonna get rid of the Republican. We're gonna get it. Probably in 3 or 4 more days from now, which will be 11, 10, around there. It's gonna be announced. It's our house. What does that mean? That means they're gonna play by our rules. That means we're gonna have the majority Republicans. That means Trump is gonna be able to work and do the things he wants to do. Now you can say whatever you say is gonna work. Now, there's a verse that says, if your religion, I'll throw this at you, and if it happens, it happens. But there's a verse that the North is gonna get very prosperous. There's going to be money flying everywhere. There's easy money. Everything's going to be prosperous before the North falls. So if this is true, this is the time. I see it. We're going to be very prosperous. And by that time, 2020, 2021, we might have something very damaging or a world war or something very horrible. If it goes how they're saying it and how I'm feeling it, that's what's gonna happen. Maybe not. Life keeps going. People just say and do but I believe Trump is special. He's a change. He's not the same as everybody else, and he knows it, and we all know it. So my only thing is to say that it's him. It is him. He doesn't know it. It's him. He's a starter. Not saying he's the Antichrist, none of that, no. He is the starter of everything. He's the starter of chaos. Good chaos. Bad. Like I said, there's a balance. For some good, for some bad. I feel it's going to be good for me because I'm a hardworking person. I'm an entrepreneur. He's a starter of something. I can't pinpoint it. Whether it's hate, whether it's business, whether it's, I don't know. He's the starter. Something good about him. Like I said, some will hurt for others will win. And where others win, others lose. There's always got to be a loser. It's nature, and whether it's globalists or nationalists, there's always going to be a loser, and they're going to hurt. If my president of the United States, Trump, is bad, and I'm an American, for all means, I'm in the bad side. For all means, I'll protect. You hear my daughter? I'll protect that little girl. She's almost 2 years. I will be with them. I'll follow them. And whatever comes, I will not trade my America because other countries are suffering, or somebody's suffering. I care about my people right here. Right here. This is right here. Right now I'm living here. I'm an American. And if he's an asshole, well, he's our asshole. So you respect that. Respect the laws of the land. We made him president. You gotta respect that. Stop acting like kids. With that said, it's been 15 minutes. I know I'm probably boring, but these changes are amazing. It's a whole new meaning to everything. There's so many loopholes, and I also believe these couple of years there's going to be changes, big changes to our constitution. So many loopholes and so many changes to our constitution that it's amazing that we ever thought someone was going to be able to change our constitution. It will be changed, and I'm not glad about that. Trust me, don't get me wrong. I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. Not saying that I'm glad that it's going to happen. No, I'm not. But maybe it's good. Maybe it's about time. It's like back then there were musketeers. Now there are R-15s, arcade. It's a whole different mentality. Of course it's got to change. It's got to change. But once, scary, because I know once we change one, the rest are going to be changed. Next thing you know, by 2025, our constitution is going to be a whole different constitution. Not the same one that our fathers did. No. This whole thing is going to turn 360. In other countries, yes, they're going to hate us, but they're going to play fair. Yes, there's not a lot of animosity towards us. But there's always been animosity towards us, but more than ever right now. So we need someone like that to keep things calm with respect. And it's not about respect, it's about fear. Fear gives other countries respect. They respect us because they fear us. Not proud of that. Not saying that, oh yeah, that's great. They fear us. No, I'm not. But just it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Yes, I might be boring. Whatever. I really just do care about this country and what's going on, and about my business, my family. I'm happy. I've always been happy, and right now it's 11/6/2018. I'm passing through rough times, very rough time. This is private, but very rough time. Just court stuff, getting blamed for stuff I never did. Lawyers, money, I owe taxes, little things like that. Not important. Somehow I'm still happy. I guess I'm using this political thing in a good way. It's good. I'm looking forward for whatever happens, and whether Hillary would have won, I would respect her too. I would be talking this way right now. Let's respect her. Let's see what it is, and whether it was whoever it was, I would. It's our president. It's our president. We're here not for him to serve us, but for us to also help out. Everyone's got to pitch in. Come on, guys. Everyone's got to pitch in. Stop this animosity. Stop these little games. It's annoying. It's just just stick forward. But if you're a Democrat and you believe in something and you believe with your heart, stick to that too, please. I'm not telling you to change your mind. This is what makes politics great, what makes freedom. This is what our soldiers died for. Many young people never had kids, never had wives, never had a chance to live, and they died. They died for this, what we're doing. They died for freedom. So if you're a Democrat, believe it. Vote. Never change your way. Whether it's me or anybody talking to you, never change those ways. I'm a Republican. I'm a Mexican. Heritage. I'm an American. And I'm letting you know that it's good to be open-minded. It's good to think. It's good to do your homework. If you believe with your heart that the Democratic Party is doing good and it really means something, brother, fight. And please educate your kids to be the best Democratic voter, the best education that they could be. But they'll choose at the end anyways, because they have a mind, and that's the whole point. I prefer a Democratic voter than a non-voter. I do. Because it shows character, it shows that they care about our country. That's priceless. We need more people like that. And we have more of those that don't care. So please, peace, love, and politics. Because at the end, politics will give us all those. And there'll never be enough of nothing. There'll never be enough of peace. There'll never be enough of love. And there'll never be enough of politics. Just because of the fact that we're humans. Just because of the fact that who we are. Just because of the fact that where we came from. Just because of the fact that it's you. Peace, smart, and educate yourself and your kids. Please. Vote, vote, vote. I'm in California. Today was voting day. I sent my vote today in the mail. And I am a Republican. I believe strongly of the idea of what they're trying to do, the good. I also believe there'll be consequences for others. I also believe there'll be collateral damage. I believe other families will suffer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all that. But I also believe that before something gets good, it's got to get worse. After the storm leaves, the sunshine, the rainbow comes out. And that's going to be this year, 2019. Super prosperous. Remember, stock market's up. Invest. Right now is the time to invest in stocks. Right now. While they're going this way, roller coasting, you have no idea. In 2019, 2020, you're talking about 30-40% margins. Trust me on this one. I know what I'm talking about. I'll put this video on YouTube so you guys can have an idea. And the reason I know is because all this time I've been knowing what's going to happen. And I tell my wife and my wife, like, yeah, you're true, yeah, you're right. But I never recorded it. Somehow I'm starting to think I'm not from this world. But I am. It's just I have that sixth sense. And maybe I see things more clearly than others. Peace. Talk to you later. Bye.